I know it sounds a bit contradictive, but as a trader, you're here to make money, right? But let me tell you why money will never make you happy as a trader. Imagine this. You finally hit that big trade, the one that you've really taken your time to set it up and make sure that all your confluence is hit. And then you place either buy or sell and you waited with your hands folded. And a few hours later, you check your balance and you see that number, that big one. It's a number that you never thought you'd see, right? But after the initial rush, something strange happens. The excitement fades faster than you expected. If you've ever felt this, you are not alone. The missing feeling of contentment is the trap that so many traders fall into. The belief that money is going to bring them happiness and fulfillment and peace. Honestly, no matter how much you make, it's just never going to be enough. Why? Because the hunger for wealth, when detached from God, is a bottomless pit. It just only leaves you emptier. So today I just want to break down that illusion, destroy it, and show you how to trade with real contentment. 1 Timothy 6:10 says, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs." Most traders actually don't start with greed. They start with a dream that they've imagined for quite a while. That includes freedom and success, even a better life. Some traders out there, they're just doing this not for themselves, but to build a future family for their wife and kids. Or if you're a woman watching this, you want to build this for your future husband and kids to provide them a better and safer life than what you went through your traumas. But slowly, when you keep thinking like this, money becomes the goal and it's not the tool. And when money becomes your God, your mammon, it never satisfies. You got to start thinking about the traders who blow their accounts. And it's not because they lack skill, but because they can't stop chasing more. They hit a winning streak, and instead of walking away, they go back in like degenerates and risk it all because the dopamine of making more money exceeds the love that God has for you. The dopamine hit of more money is just too strong to resist. But Paul warns us, chasing money at all costs leads to destruction. It's not money itself that's evil, it's the love of it. And the moment that you let it become your master, it enslaves you. There's only one way to escape this cycle. Listen carefully. You need to shift your focus from wealth to wisdom, from profit to purpose, from greed to God, which leads me to my second point. In Psalm 37:16-17 says, "Better is the little that the righteous has than the abundance of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous." The world, the society, the devil's playground tells us that making more money leads to more success and more happiness. But how many times have we seen the rich completely miserable? How many billionaires do you know that are actually low-key suicidal? Traders often believe that once they reach a certain income, they're finally going to be happy. They're finally going to feel fulfilled. But the truth is that no amount of money can replace peace. What good is it to you if you chase a six-figure trade and win it just for you to not feel peaceful about it? Jesus himself said in Luke 12:15, "A man's life doesn't consist in the abundance of his possessions." Real wealth is not in your bank account. It's in your ability to sleep peacefully at night while you recognize that you're living in God's provision and not just yours. Just as much as you're moving in his will and not just yours. You know that he will supply all of your needs. The righteous trader, even with a balance of $100, to be honest, is richer than the millionaire who gets stressed out and is living in fear while managing $2-3 million. And I'm also here to assure you that God's provision never fails. We see this in Psalm 37:25-26, and it says, "I have been young and now I'm old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken or his children begging for bread. He is ever lending generously, and his children become a blessing." You know that money is unstable sometimes. The markets crash, your strategies can fail, and there's so many accounts that get blown overnight, and we don't even know about it. There's just one thing that never fails, and that's God's provision. King David, who wrote this psalm, has seen everything. Wealth, power, war, betrayal. And yet, in all his years, he never saw the righteous abandoned. Why? Because those who trust in God don't rely on money on their source, they trust in him. The traders who truly succeed are not the ones who are chasing dollars. They're the ones who trade with wisdom, trade with patience, who trade with faith. And they know that their security doesn't come from the markets, but from their creator. So now I'm here to remind you that money is a tool and not a god. And if you let it rule you, it's just gonna destroy you. But when you trade with faith and you trust that God is your provider and not the market, you're finally gonna find the peace in your journey that you've been looking for the last 5 years. So don't you dare fall for the lie that money's gonna bring you joy, because it never will. Instead, seek true wealth, and it's the kind that only comes from God. And rest assured knowing that no matter what happens, your future is secure in Him. Now drop a comment below, let me know. Honestly, what is your real motivation for trading? And let's talk about it. I love you. You stay blessed, and let Him take care of your spirit and your trades. Ciao.